Okay, and as I've been known to do, I'm turning right around and and playing again. Sorry, I'm really distracted thinking about like what it is exactly I'm experiencing right now. And why Sir Laura came with me? I'm wondering if this means this is going to tell us something about Sir Laura.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up your phantom ears.
I have some questions.
Ask away, shield.
Oh, maybe we're heading toward the Great Acorn. Okay, never mind.
Indeed, Quercus. Let's be off.
Oh. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Just double checking something. Okay. Rollick. So there's Rollick, and then there's... Oh, this is just a path. Okay, this is where I'm going.
The helmeted figure before you slowly turns to face you.
Mm-hmm.
He raises his weapon, a great ethereal sword, and rushes forward, ready to strike you.
Shield yourself and duck, hoping to avoid the blow. Raise your own weapon. Whoever this figure is, they're going to regret challenging you. Hold up both hands and shout for the figure to stop. You are not its enemy. Let's do that.
The figure plants a foot before you, raises his sword, and commands,
Fight!
Something tells me I'm not supposed to fight. Oh, there's people back there like dueling or something. Brace yourself to take the blow.
The figure charges you head on, ready to plunge the sword into your chest. As he charges, he suddenly evaporates into the ether, passing through your body. Deep, dark cold blooms in every particle of your body. The figure materializes behind you and grabs your head with one hand, pressing his sword to your throat with the other. If you so much as breathe too suddenly, it will slice your jugular with ease.
You are my champion? How I wasted my efforts saving you as the ship went down.
What? Tell him to release you if he wants to speak to you. Remain calm. Tell him you have no idea what he means. Tell him he is quickly losing your fealty if you are indeed what he says. Say that if he truly saved you from drowning, you owe him. Remain calm and tell him you have no idea.
The Divine is dead. Voidwoken haunt the night. Do you think I would let my people, our people, suffer so deeply without intervening? I chose you to be my champion, but it seems I've chosen wrong.
Swing your head back, slicing your neck along his blade, and slam the back of your head against his face. Huh. Tell him that against a man of matter and substance you wouldn't have been caught off guard. Tell him you are a mere mortal and he is clearly something else. It does not do to compare his talents with yours.
Not all our enemies are of the flesh. You will have to do battle with as many specters as men if we are to survive.
He lowers his sword, releases you from his grasp, and turns you to face him.
I wonder if I've made a mistake in you.
Tell him the time for mistakes is over. Ask him what he's talking about. Recognizing him as a being of great power, lower your eyes and wait for him to go on. Say he ought to enlighten you as to what he means before making any assumptions. Yeah, tell him the time for mysteries is over. Ask him what he's talking about.
Recognize me. You are my champion, and I am your god.
He lifts his visor. Two deep green eyes fix you in their stare. In an instant, you know you are speaking to Rallick, god of all humans.
Oh. Huh. Ask why he and the other 7 gods have left Rivellon, goddess. Ask him why he has brought you here.
You have brought yourself. This gives me hope.
I see a spark in you. The beginnings of a fire that may blaze our path back to preeminence in Rivellon. This is why I've chosen you. To lead humankind back toward divinity.
This is why you are my selected. My God-woken.
Try the word out. God-woken. Somehow you'd already suspected you were different. Yeah, God-woken? What does that mean?
Let me show you.
A great surge of power arrests your heart, your mind. When it passes, you feel ecstatic, replete.
You have learned the Bless skill, which allows you to bless existing surfaces, clouds, items, and characters. Using it, you can also cleanse cursed statuses. Ha ha ha! Rub your hands together. Feel the power that swells between your palms. Ask him what sort of power that is. Back away. You don't try. Yeah, rub your hands together. Feel the great power that swells between your palms. No, that seems too arrogant. Ask him what sort of power this is.
You may have noticed I've tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now you have the power for yourself.
Oh, that was him.
And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. Only one like you can wield them. One marked for greatness. One who can either rise to this great task, or let his people fall to ruin.
Ask what he wants me to do.
Your purpose will be great, but the first step is simple. Escape the grasp of those who would do you harm.
Right, that's what I've been trying.
You and you alone must safely leave this place. You and you alone must rise above the reach of minor people.
Say you've made friends here, you care for them and would see them safely out of harm's reach too.
Rallic visibly bristles at the mention of your companions.
I am not the only of the seven seeking a champion, my child. Your friends may have been similarly summoned by powers that threaten the very existence of our race.
Oh. No.
He casts his gaze over the war below, where God fights God in a relentless, bloodless battle.
Times have changed. The gods are at war. The victor will choose the terms of peace. If we fail, if you fail, our race may well be lost. A father knows when he may trust in his children, and when he must intervene. I know that you will succeed, if you choose it. Do not disappoint me.
That was cool. Sir Laura wants to talk.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer.
Go away. Sorry, Adobe just popped up telling me it had an update. Oh. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Oh.
Interesting. You thought it was interesting, Quercus? Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it.
Saving the world is no small task. How can I help?
It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn. And that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in.
Excellent. You've enough to worry about. Let him take care of the grand nut. Snap that you're doing a lot for him. What's he doing for you? Yeah. Let him take care of the grand nut.
Grand nut? It's the Great Acorn! Quercus! Quercus, savage the wretched giant for its blasphemy! No, I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quercus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One.
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There. Maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, you're welcome. But can we please get on and save the world now?
Okay. Erratic Wisp skill book. Ooh. Oh, I'm down at the bottom because... There we go. Oh, that's not that. Where... There we go. Am I blind? Seriously. What? Supernova. Alright, Adrenaline, Bleed Fire, Blinding Radiance, Blood Rain, Shackles of Pain, Winter Blast. I don't have any other skill books. That's weird. So maybe it was under, like... Huh. Okay, well. Last picked up. Yeah, I don't have it. Maybe he just taught it to me? Oh, I bet that's what it is, because then I could teach it to someone else. Okay, there's Bless. I have Bless. Yeah, I don't know. Dome of Protection. Not enough source points. Source points? Maybe that's what he taught me. I don't know. Okay, that was crazy. Can we get out of here now? I bet I can bless it. Oh, Bless requires source points as well. Seriously? Oh. I wonder if I can I take... Where'd that ring go? There it is. Okay, I was thinking I might be able to, like, do the curse. Ooh! Ah, that'll open the door. Okay. I knew there had to be a way. Otherwise, why was it there? Okay, so let's go back to Gritania and show her her soul jar. I hope that's the right decision. Because, like, I know breaking the soul jar was good for... breaking the soul jar was good for... What's-his-face? Toby. Whatever his name was. But it might not be good for Gritania. I don't know.
Wished, bonny barn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
Hello
The
again,
seven watch
child.
Pull
What
the,
brings you here?
pull the jar you found from your pack and show it to her.
She stops dead as you pull the jar out of your backpack. Her voice trembles as she speaks.
You entered the vault. Please, give that to me. Give it to me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Observe that she seems very keen to get her hands on these jars. Ask why this jar has her name inscribed on it.
It matters not. All that matters is that you give it to me. Smoke and screams.
Well, very well. If she won't cooperate, neither will you. Put the soul jar in your bag. Smile and hold out the jar. As she leans in to take it, drop it on the ground. No. Let's hand the relic to her.
She reaches greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, goddess, I can feel your tears upon my face.
What happened?
I suppose you deserve to know. Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Brachus Rex.
Whoa.
But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen.
Huh. Stare in horror. She's responsible for the Magister's purging wands?
Not I. They are older than Brachus. Ancient relics from a bygone age. He uncovered them. I merely encouraged him to explore their promise.
Their promise? No, let's ask what happened next.
As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all. But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid, angry, murderous.
Sympathetic with her, it must have been frightening to see him change like that.
I tried not to see it. I told myself it was fine, that the stronger he became, the stronger I was. What stupid lies. I gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them and demanded more. The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came, until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless.
Tell her that you should throw her to the dead. She deserves nothing less. No, observe that whatever crimes she committed in her past, she seems to be making up for them now.
Armadia is merciful in her love. I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
Rest a hand on her shoulder and say that you're glad she found her way.
She pauses for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia, I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Brachus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death, he commanded me.
Wow. Ask how she escaped.
Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, brother.
Reach out and squeeze her tight. Thank her for her tale and for trying to live a good life.
She starts to speak, but chokes back a sob instead.
Thank you. I can't... I've never known such kindness. Thank you for everything. May you walk forever in Armadia's grace.
Well, that's cool. I like that. That was a great little bit. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Wait. Have we been to this? Where am I over here? I am really high up. Wow. Oh, that's right. This over here, we got to go through the fort or whatever to get to this place. That's right. Okay, I want to go back in there. I want to grab the other jars. I want to bring them with me. That also means I should give more things to other people. Oh, also, hold on. There's a whole more than that. 30 physical armor and 4 magic armor. Fire resistance and +1 warfare. Yeah, that's going to go to Red Prince. A Magister shield. I feel like that can easily be added to wares. But also let's send to Red Prince. Now, War Shield. Okay, hold on. Let's go to weapons real quick. So let's say we give Beast the War Shield. That looks so cool. Okay. Of my one-handed weapons, I've got a 7 to 9 axe. Here, that's got to be the better one. Right? Oh, spear. Oh, no, that's two-handed. Yeah, that one-handed axe has got to be my best one-handed. Yeah, so we're gonna... Oh, wait, we haven't identified that yet. Oh, yeah, that's got his name on it. Trumpdoy. So this is Saboteur. Finesse, single-handed, lifesteal. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then magical dwarven dagger. Oh, that adds to dual wielding. That would be pretty cool to do that instead of the shield. We're going to try the shield on him. I think that'll be cool. Okay, so let's go back to this now. Is that better than what he's wearing? Oh, very much so. So let's give that to him. Let's add this to wares and give to Red Prince. Give that to Red Prince. Give that to Beast. How's my weight? Weight's looking pretty good. Let's split this item. Let's split it again. And then split this one. Okay, so let's give these to Red Prince, these to Fane, these to Beast. Okay, I think I'm good now, pretty much. Let's give that to Beast on weight. Okay, so let's go back in there. Oh, I didn't realize they had stopped walking while I was doing the inventory stuff. Where are we on our level up? So we just got a lot of experience. Where do I see XP? Oh, did you catch on fire, Red Prince? Here, come walk in the water. There you go. There you go. No, you're still not getting in the water. Come on. There you go. There's got to be a place for experience. I keep hitting C for character. Maybe not. How are you on fire? Again. What happened? What? Is it your armor? Fire resistance, hammered from the fiercest of blacksmith forge. Only this armor could both withstand and protect the dark heart and burning ambition of Brachus Rex. Let's watch this. No. There was something that popped up over here. That is weird. Okay. Well, good to know. I'm going to keep that other one on. Beast. Right, I think that was the better one. That's crazy. No, this is. Oh no, Heart of the Tyrant is what we just... Okay. So that has some hidden attribute. Any of the Brachus stuff is cursed, apparently. Which makes sense. And it's good to know. Okay, so let's go in here. Let me make sure, though. I want to look. That was 7 and 5. This one's 13 and 2. Yeah. This one's not nothing special, but It's good enough. Okay. Let's do a quick, I think it's F5. Yeah, F5 is a quick save. Just a quick scum save. So this is Sec Zapper's soul jar.
A soul jar rests between two fallen columns, emanating a faint odor of seaweed and timber.
Pry the jar free.
When you touch the glass, your vision wavers. You emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment, dominating those who draw near. Your flag flies for Brachus Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. With his power, your flesh and blood is no longer relevant. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection.
Chase the soul into the darkness until you catch it. The light is where this soul belongs. Herd it there. Let's try and catch it.
In the end, greed masters you. You seek out the tyrant's vault to retrieve your soul, but Brachus is ready with a trap.
Uh-oh.
Thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. Your soul and that alluring armor. The vision shatters as the soul squirms away from you, curling up in the bottom of the jar. The soul jar pulses with trapped life force.
All right, stored in my backpack. Necromancer Gwick.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter.
Lay your hand on it.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
All right, take the jar.
The vision fades.
I can do but little to condemn the necromancer's cowardice and greed. Any sins can be forgiven under the right circumstances.
She must have been acting against Brachus Rex for him to have come for her like that.
Keeping the dead as slaves. What a disgusting display. She deserves every punishment she got.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move.
Touch it.
The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home, Brachus Rex. He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
All right, take the jar.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
Such selfishness, such an unneeded pain, disgusting. He committed his crimes out of pain, not malice. He ought to be forgiven.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to go home.
One can't help but have a bit of sympathy. Who wouldn't want to return to their home?
What he did shames his people.
This is interesting, feeling out like what they all think about these.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice.
Lay your hand on the surface of the jar.
You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing. The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
I'd forgive this soul. Punishment must fit the crime. This doesn't. My thing is, like, I feel bad for all of these people because clearly they were being used by Brachus.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
One must wonder how many more lives they took. How much misery the scum caused.
Okay, so we have grabbed all the soul jars. I think I'd actually like to go see what's her face one more time before we go and see if she says anything about these soul jars. I would just be curious. Now, from out here, can I do? Yeah. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's see what Gertania says.
Hello again, child.
All right.
What brings you here?
Doesn't look like it.
Go in Armadia's grip.
All right, so that was a fun little detour. You know, I do need to do some reading before the next episode.
Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
In the log, see what's been updated and whatnot. But I think all that's left now is for us to head up to the Shriekers because we got
the seven watch over us.
We got
safe in bed.
This, which has the purge skill, which is I think.
Close your sweet eyes.
Shush, shush! I'm trying to talk. Shush. Purge. Number of uses 4. Carved from the ancient metal-like material, the wand is heavier than it appears. Etched along the shaft is a symbol of the Source King, Brachus Rex. So I'm assuming I can give that a feint and have him shoot it off at some Shriekers. So anyways, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Adios. Goodbye.